Just dessert. Once a lady named Sarah went pumpkin picking in a strange forest. She picked up one fat one, and the stem was curled over. So Sarah put it in the car and drove home. She would be just in time for her daughter's surprise party. Sarah was making pumpkin pie fresh for the party, but something weird happened. She took her knife, and as the knife and the pumpkin met, both started to glow. Sarah could not believe her eyes. The pumpkin would not cut. She tried every knife, and none of them would cut. There was a mob of people waiting outside to eat fresh pumpkin pie. Then all of a sudden there was no mobs, all the doors shut. Bam! What was happening? Sarah got very nervous. She heard all creepy music, but the pumpkin went with the creepy music. As it got softer, the pumpkin glowed less. The pumpkin glowed really bright as the music got louder. For a second, everything went back to normal. Even the pumpkin was not glowing. But Sarah got really scared. She screamed, "Ah!" Everything started up again, except it got worse. The pumpkin went with the music, loud and soft, loud and soft. The pumpkin started to prune as well the stem did too. Sarah took her dough roller and rolled the pumpkin flat, but no pumpkin rolled flat. It refused to. Sarah patted it, smashed it, and almost threw her head into it, but it did not cut. No, it did not cut. So Sarah screamed, "It's prune, dry, mushy, wet, and why won't it cut?" Sarah tried to throw the pumpkin at the door, and the door was locked. Sarah and her neighbors did not know what was going on. Sarah's mushy pumpkin went everywhere, but suddenly it came back together. It was back as a normal pumpkin. It was not mushy. My pumpkin is back to normal, but not my life. It was still quiet, no angry mob, nothing else, but my pumpkin was back to normal. That's the only thing I am wowed by. Then Sarah started to think, if my pumpkin is back to normal, but not my life, then she said, I will just make pumpkin pie for myself if that's what I'll have to do. So Sarah did. And Sarah said, "This is the best pumpkin pie you will ever have." She thanked the little piece of pumpkin pie that was left over. The pumpkin pie thanked her.
Okay, now put the headphones on.
Oh.